This is the Allewie queen-size lift-up storage bed in light beige, and after 6 months of sleeping on it and using the storage every week, here's my honest take. I wanted a frame that looked clean and modern, didn't need a box spring, and actually solved the storage mess in a small bedroom. This one checked those boxes and has held up better than I expected. Key features that mattered most to me are the gas-assisted lift-up storage, the wingback headboard with those horizontal channels, the upholstered rails, and the fact that it's a true platform with solid wood slats. The look is simple and tidy. In person, the fabric reads like a soft, neutral beige with a nice weave that hides lint and small scuffs. The headboard feels substantial without overwhelming the room. It gives a little hug at the sides, and the channel pattern keeps it modern. I've tossed throw pillows against it and leaned back to read, and it's comfortable. The shape and stitching still look crisp, no sagging or loose threads. From my experience, assembly is the part to mentally prepare for. It arrives in one large, heavy box. I'd plan on 2 people to move it and to line up the big pieces. I laid everything out, kept the hardware in separate cups, and followed the printed guide alongside the brand's assembly video. I used a drill on low torque for speed, but hand-tightened the final turns. The best trick was leaving bolts a little loose until every section was aligned, then tightening everything down. Installing the gas pistons took a minute of attention to orientation, but once they snapped into place, the mechanism felt reassuringly solid. Total setup time for me was just under 3 hours with a short break. The storage is the standout. Instead of a few drawers, it's one large open compartment under the entire mattress platform. That layout makes a big difference for bulky stuff. I fit 2 carry-on suitcases, a stack of folded blankets, seasonal clothing bins, and spare pillows with room to spare. The usable height is roughly the same as standard underbed boxes. My low-profile bins slide in easily, and larger duffel bags lie flat. I laid down a thin, grippy liner so nothing slides and to keep dust off the base. Airflow is naturally limited under any sealed storage, so I avoid storing damp items, and I keep a small desiccant pack under there. Zero musty smell so far. The lift mechanism is what I was most curious about. Think of it like the struts that help lift a car trunk. There's a fabric loop at the foot of the bed. I pull it up, and the platform rises smoothly and stays open on its own, so both hands are free to organize. Closing it is steady and controlled. I guide it down with 2 hands. In my opinion, it works best with a normal weight queen mattress on top. Mine is a 12-inch hybrid, and it's a good match. If your mattress is extremely light, the pistons might feel a bit strong at first. If it's very heavy, you'll feel that on the way up. With my setup, there's no wrestling. The motion was a little stiff the first week, and then settled in. Stability has been excellent. The metal frame, center support, and slats create a solid base, and there's a small anti-slip feature at the head that helps keep the mattress from creeping when I open the storage. I'm a light sleeper and pretty sensitive to squeaks. For the first few months, silence. Around month 4, I noticed a faint creak at one corner. A quick retighten of a few bolts fixed it. Now I just check everything when I wash my sheets. The upholstered rails are a nice touch. I bump my shin less than I used to with raw metal frames, and the fabric gives it a finished look. The headboard height works well with my pillows and doesn't wobble. I'm not seeing dents where I lean. The light beige has stayed clean looking with a quick vacuum using a brush attachment every couple of weeks. For a small coffee splash, I blotted with a dry cloth right away and it didn't leave a mark. I've avoided wet cleaners to respect the fabric care guidance, and that seems to be the right move. What I underestimated was the weight of the whole frame once built. It's sturdy, which I love, but it's not something I want to slide around for cleaning. I use furniture sliders under the legs when I need to shift it. If you move homes often, I'd plan to disassemble instead of trying to carry it whole. When I put it together, I labeled extra zip bags for each screw type. Future me will be grateful. A couple of small quirks I've noticed and learned to live with. Because it's a platform, the overall sleep height depends on your mattress thickness. If you want a taller bed, pick a thicker mattress. Also, closing the lift with no mattress on top is tough. The pistons are meant to be counterbalanced. That's normal for this style. And as with any gas lift bed, if you ever feel the motion change over time, check the hinges and bolts before assuming something bigger is wrong. It's perfect for a compact bedroom where every inch of storage matters, and you still want a clean, upholstered look. I got back a lot of closet space, and the room feels calmer with fewer bins stacked in corners. The design looks more expensive than the price I paid, and I appreciate that it came in one box with all parts clearly labeled. The queen dimensions match my standard queen mattress with no gaps or awkward overhang. From my experience, the day-to-day convenience of having that much hidden storage has made it easy to keep the room tidy. I can access my winter layers or spare bedding in seconds, then close it and the room looks put together. No drawers to align, no handles to snag on. It's just one flush, upholstered frame with a clean silhouette. In my opinion, the biggest considerations are assembly effort and weight. If you're comfortable building flat-pack furniture, or you can enlist a helper, you'll be fine. If you want a zero-effort setup, this might test your patience. Mechanically, mine's been reliable, and the finish has held up to real life. Pets hopping up, plenty of use, and frequent lifting for storage. I'd recommend this for someone who wants an attractive, modern bed with serious storage, doesn't want a box spring, and is okay putting in an afternoon to assemble it right. If you're using a super heavy all-latex mattress, just know the lift will feel different than it does with a lighter hybrid or foam. For most standard queen mattresses, it's a good fit. In conclusion, the Allewie queen-size lift-up storage bed has delivered on what I needed: strong support, a polished look, and a large, easy-to-reach storage area that I actually use. 6 months in, it still looks great. It hasn't loosened up beyond a quick bolt check, and the lift works as smoothly as day one. If your priority is maximizing space without sacrificing style, this is a smart buy. If this review was helpful, please subscribe to the channel and drop your questions in the comments. Thank you for watching.